We actually had the opportunity to sit down and draw like what the shape of the river will be.
Marie Law Adams and Dan Adams are unearthing a missing link in Boston's Emerald Necklace, Charles Gate Park.
It's about 19 acres in total, which is a massive space for parkland in the middle of downtown Boston.
The husband and wife landscape architect team are principals at Landing Studio in Somerville.
In the 1880s, Olmsted designed this as a system of interconnected small ponds, all adding up to the Muddy River. And it was a sort of a lush, passive recreation landscape. And then in the 1960s, Storrow Drive was built and the elevated viaduct of the Boker Overpass.
Located at the intersection of Back Bay, the Fenway, and Kenmore Square, Charles Gate was built to drain stormwater and protect against flooding. Today, the parcel is a concrete jungle in need of redesign, say the Adamses.
They actually culverted the mouth of the river, essentially changing the river into a system of pipes, which really degrades and sort of destroys the ecology, but also destroys the migratory paths of everything that would move in the river. So we're going to remove the pipes and just let the river itself flow naturally. That's going to restore what is a 3-mile long river system.
The 5 to 10 year project could start as soon as 2024.
Residents of this area for years have been wanting to improve Charles Gate Park and reconnect the park systems here. And the reason for the lack of improvement here is not for lack of effort at all. It's really the complexity of ownership in this landscape.
In addition to Landing Studio, key partners in the project include the State Departments of Transportation, Conservation and Recreation, and the Emerald Necklace Conservancy. Parker James is co-founder of the Charles Gate Alliance, a neighborhood group leading the charge for change.
We want people to be passing through, but we also want people to have reasons to stop. So we're going to have a dog park in the south field, an accessible children's play area, exercise equipment.
If you look sort of through the infrastructure, you can actually see the Charles River. So one of the big ambitions of this project is how to eliminate those surface roads and make it possible so that people can move from here directly to the river without intersecting traffic.
Once complete, the park will adopt and expand upon Frederick Law Olmsted's original vision, more than 2 centuries after his birth.
What we want Charles Gate to be is alive with people. That is our goal.
Charles Gate Alliance is also going to add some trees in that area to beautify it as well. You know, the Olmsted legacy, which we've talked about so much tonight, is a gift really to all the people of New England and in so many other places that you might not have known about. That is Chronicle for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Anthony Everett.
And I'm Shayna Seymour. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday night.